So. Laufen in den Stream. Ich zeig dir so. Da. Da bin ich. Oh mein Gott, mir fällt gerade ein, ich habe meinen Chat vergessen aufzumachen. Auf meinem Laptop.
Oh wow. Das wäre auch mal vielleicht eine gute Idee.
Ja, wäre eine gute Idee, den mal zu starten. Vergessliches Ich. Typisch. Wie ich zu spät das meistens immer auch erst merke, dass irgendwie Chat fehlt oder so.
Ja, jetzt hast du halt einen Chatter weniger, weil ich darauf nur reden werde.
Ja, immerhin kann ich dann reden.
Ja gut, ne?
Ist dann ein bisschen vielleicht sogar einfacher auch, weil ich bin da nicht alleine.
Ja, verständlich. Ton klingt soweit auch gut.
Okay, dann ist gut.
Ich weiß nicht, wie es in Genshin ist. Muss man mal nachschauen.
Ja, Genshin werden wir gleich sehen. Ich mache erstmal hier meinen Chat-Top an. Ich nenne es jetzt einfach mal Chat-Top.
Aber geht das auch gut.
Oh, ich fühle alles direkt perfekt schon an hier. Weil das ist so der Main Purpose von dem Laptop mittlerweile. So.
Wer braucht einen zweiten Bildschirm, wenn man einen zweiten Laptop hat?
True. Oh. Ja, doch nicht jetzt. Moment. Wundervoll, dass meine noch nicht auf ist. Zu viel nutzen und die sind dann weg.
Unpraktisch.
Ja. So. So. Jetzt kann es wohl richtig starten eigentlich auch. Gibt's ein neues? Achso, das Event. Habe ich schon fast vergessen.
Okay, Genshin Sounds passen soweit auch.
Na ist gut. So.
Swarm Fury. Too slow.
Was überhaupt hier? Ah ne, ist auch noch weiter.
Quick follow when wind rises.
Bisschen das Gefühl, dass es Anemo-Wind-Ding sein wird. Aber naja, Teamwechsel ja was passt, mein Gott, schnell. Wenn Deutsch und englische Wörter ähnlich oder gleich fast klingen, aber eigentlich komplett unterschiedliches bedeuten. Wundervoll, die Momente.
Sprache ist schon was Besonderes.
Hm.
Ja, nicht verwirren. Nein.
10 Jahre später steht er auch mal auf. So. sind fast in einer Reihe, die Dailies.
Wie kann man doch theoretisch ablaufen?
Hm.
Ich hatte so noch was Besseres. Ich hatte mal, es war, glaube ich, in Sumeru, weil halt alle Dailies wirklich an einem Fleck waren.
Alle 4?
Ja. Ich glaube, entweder alle 3 oder alle 4, aber es waren.
Weil mit 3 hatte ich
mindestens
das auch
drei.
schon mal, aber nicht mit 4.
Es waren mindestens 3, das weiß ich. Das war auch entspannt. Oder wenn man die in der Wüste, nicht im neuesten Wüstenteil, sondern im zweitneuesten. Dort können auch 3 in der Reihe spawnen. Einfach, du läufst zum einen hin und kannst auch zum anderen hinlaufen, einfach, weil die so nah beieinander sind. Und das ist auch immer entspannt. Hatte ich öfters.
Immer krass, wenn sowas passiert. Denkt man sich so, muss ich gar nicht mal viel laufen. Ist die Benachrichtigung? Ja, die ist rausgegangen. Stimmt, ich kann es eventuell auch bei Twitter und so noch eben posten.
Mhm.
Wir ignorieren, dass es sich anders benannt hat. So. Ah, da war's.
Swollen Fury.
Erstmal ein Feed liken.
Search for it.
Das war. Achso. Ah. Natürlich, natürlich.
Ja, muss ja. Perfekte Gelegenheit, Socials Commands zu verwenden.
True. Ich habe es ein bisschen umbearbeitet, wie du eventuell siehst. Den Socials Command.
Ja,
The wind rises.
Ich hatte gehofft, dass ich so diesen Social Media Namen Ding dann den Link da so machen kann, dass es dann nicht zu verwirrend aussieht oder so, aber besser als das hat es nicht geklappt am Ende. Aber ich denke, es sollte trotzdem klar sein, welcher Link für was ist.
Ja, das ist ein bisschen.
Ja, ist ein bisschen schwierig bei Twitch.
Funktionieren Zeilenumbrüche bei meinem Bot? Warte.
Kannst ja versuchen.
Ja, das mache ich jetzt auch gerade. Applications, da ist der Bot.
Moment. Bei dem Ding gab es ein. Oh mein Gott, habe ich die schon angesprochen? Vielleicht war das jetzt dumm, dass ich die schon angesprochen habe.
Ja, schade. So funktionieren keine Zeilenumbrüche.
Schade.
Ah ja.
Naja, it is what it is.
Kann die Nachricht irgendwas löschen? Na, dann einfach mal. Dann bleibt da drin stehen.
Das Ding muss mal extra schnell sein. Ich versuch's mal. Auch wenn ich die Gegner auf dem Weg jetzt nicht besiegt habe oder so. Ich hoffe, es wird trotzdem funktionieren. Oh mein Gott, nein, ich wollte es noch nicht. Oh mein Gott, nein. Drecksbastarde. Okay, ich glaube, es wird nicht funktionieren mit der Daily. Das Achievement.
Was muss ich das Achievement denn machen?
Also, es gibt 3 Teile davon. Mir fehlen noch 2. Einerseits, was ich gerade eben mache. Da muss man die Gegner so schnell es geht innerhalb von unter 1 Minute. Ja, ich hab's geschafft, trotzdem. Hier, und unter 1 Minute habe ich es geschafft. Jetzt fehlt mir nur noch die zweite Option. Ich weiß noch nicht, was man da nochmal machen muss. Aber,
Ja, okay.
ja. Es gibt halt Mountain Top, Mountain Side und Foot of Mountain Optionen. Ich habe Foot of Mountain Option gerade eben gehabt. Mountain Top ist, glaube ich, irgendwo hier in der Seite dran. Und da muss man den Axilitschul, dann den Shield Samachul, Samachul, mein Gott. Wie hießen die Viecher? Axe, Shield, Samachul war es. Den Axt-Typen, den Shield-Typen und dann den Samachul umbringen, in der Reihenfolge. Bei dem Ding muss man das in unter 1 Minute machen, was ich jetzt anscheinend geschafft habe, endlich mal. Und bei den dritten Ding muss ich nochmal nachschauen, was da war.
Wenn man sowas rausfindet, ey. Klar, durch Guides, aber wie man es halt normal rausfinden sollte.
Normal weiß ich nicht. Wenn man vielleicht den Text liest und versteht, dass der Typ das extra Special Order hat und so, dann kann man es herausfinden, denke ich mal. Aber wenn man die Dailies kurz einfach schnell durchklickt, dann glaube ich nicht wirklich.
So wie ich alle meine Dailies mache.
Ja, same eigentlich. Ich habe erfahren, dass da ein Achievement ist und da weiß ich, okay, wie geht das? Kriegt man das?
The wind rises. Too slow.
So, somit sind die Dailies schon durch. Ja.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
So, was gibt's heute? Was brauche ich? Ich könnte die farmen. Für diese Eventmenge. Übrigens, hier, Gold ist heute, falls du Sync to leveln willst, bei dir.
Ja, schon. Muss ich noch machen. Ich habe ja jetzt endlich, Dings, wie heißt das?
Ihn
Level auf
gelevelt.
90. Also muss ich ja nicht mehr den Ausschnitt fahren. Kann ich jetzt actually später noch machen.
Nee, das Singleplayer.
Ich muss aber noch am Ende schauen, dass mir nicht die restlichen Materialien fehlen, was gut sein kann, weil ich gerade nicht mehr weiß, was er braucht.
Stable up.
Everybody stand back. Let's have fun with this gift.
Der Pharosan einfach One-Shot den weg. Ja, ich habe Pharosan jetzt letztens auch gecrowned.
Oh, lol. Was hast
Für
du
die
jetzt?
Burst.
C5 oder C6?
Jetzt habe ich sie mittlerweile zu
I'll
6.
see about that.
Deswegen denke ich mal, ist vielleicht ein Moment, wo ich sage, ich ist nicht zu schmerzhaft, wenn ich jetzt aufhöre zu pullen. Klar, ich will 5-Star Constellations haben, aber Lanai scheint auch ein toller Charakter zu sein. Ja, schwierig.
Squall and fury.
Naja, ich denke mal, ich muss mehr Prioritäten setzen bei Charakteren, die ich haben will. Ein bisschen mehr Puls sparen und so. Für die, die ich wirklich will.
Das ist die Frage, wen willst du wirklich?
Good question. Oh mein... Wait, was ist das für ein Drop?
Oh,
Eyo.
lol.
Damn.
Hier.
Damn. 2 goldene.
Aber auch wirklich 2 von denen, 3 von denen, 4 von denen.
Oh ja, stimmt. Ich hab
Angenehm.
zuerst die 2 goldenen erst richtig gemerkt, bevor ich die anderen beiden gemerkt habe. So richtig. Ich könnte eigentlich auch Home-Aufschwung die geben. Ich nutze ja eh keinen Sign oder Schirmrad. Oh, danke für den Follow. Und ich kann gleich deinen Namen eben durchlesen. Ich bin ja bis in der Domain hier drin. Warst du gerade einfach selber leise oder kam es mir nur so vor?
Es kann sein, dass ich leise gesprochen habe.
Ja. So. Oh, hi Alex Gray. Are you English speaking? Oder kannst du Deutsch auch? Anyways, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. How are you? Oh, der Drop war jetzt auch nicht so krass. Well, it's good to hear that you're doing good too. Are you always only speaking English or German too? Because this is usually a German stream, but I'm personally fine to speak a little bit English.
Stabilize.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Have fun with this gift.
Squall and fury. Order guide you. Cry louder.
Everybody stand back.
Gather. The wind rises. Upon the gale.
Der letzte für das Event. Ah, wieder ein Low Drop.
Das nächste Mal müssen wir uns echt bessere Musik aussuchen. Das ist.
Ah, Discord Sings oder was?
Ja. Das ist painful.
Ich dachte kurz wegen Streammusik.
Mann. Hab ich gemutet, sonst will ich dich dauernd auf doppelt hören.
Ah, ja gut. Stimmt, macht Sinn. Wait, what? Nope, ich hab vergessen es zu wechseln. Ach, bis... ist das? Ah, das noch. So. My day was pretty good to me, I guess. Nothing big happened. What is it like for you? Das würde ich. Oh, wie so viele dieser Bücher. Okay. Ich wohl mehr Level, als ich erwartet habe. Wait. War das, weil ich die Animation geskippt habe vorher? So, Tee. Nutzt die Bücher noch so? Okay. Fische nutze ich zwar in letzter Zeit nicht so sehr. Ja, nee, die sollten okay sein, die Talente. Glaube ich. Das könnte man eventuell machen. Kaeya ist sonst noch. Nice. Nice Bonus. Na, kein Bonus, schade. Ah ne, Kaeya, da ist Kaeya.
Ja, der Kaeya mit dem Skin sieht gut aus.
Hm?
Der Kaeya mit dem Skin sieht gut aus, sag ich.
I mostly play Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. But I don't play that many games as of right now. I will soon start to play regularly with Gray. And that will be starting next Thursday. And I guess we will do it weekly. God. Kaeya, da. Die ganze Zeit Sprachen hin und her wechseln. Bisschen anstrengend.
Ja.
Bisschen Brainpower. Vielleicht beginne ich ja noch zu mischen.
I mean, solange man es versteht.
Oh, thanks for complimenting my model. I made it myself, but actually this is the last stream with this model, and soon there will be a different skin model that I will use starting from next Friday. If you want to check out what I have seen, oh my god, what I have already posted about it, you can see it on my Twitter. That be it? Wait, why doesn't it work?
Nicht, ne?
Hä?
Oh,
Hab ich das nicht? Yeah, otherwise social. Wait. Oh no, the bot doesn't work. Ah!
Wir haben den Bot gecrashed.
Oh no. Yeah, what?
Der ganze Server,
wait a
auf dem der
sec.
Bot läuft, ist gecrashed.
Oh my god.
Ich weiß nicht wie, ich schau mal kurz nach.
Okay, so the bot
I'm
doesn't work
working
right
on
now.
it. I'm working on it.
What's the question? You can feel free to ask. Sonst schicke ich gleich den Link einfach rein. Oh, wait. Was ist mit dem Bot los?
Ja, der ist komplett
Ist
down.
er
Äh,
aber
da
warum
der
ist jetzt
Server aus
Twitter
dem-
drin? Kommen die Commands jetzt langsam durch? Und
ja, ich glaube schon. Irgendwas ist mit dem
Ah.
Server kaputt und der Server buffert jetzt sehr, sehr lange die ganzen Sachen.
oh.
Äh,
The link is in the chat now. I don't know what's going on with the bot right now. Confusing. But yeah, it is what it is. So what is the question? You wanted to ask something?
Glad we fixed itself. It's weird.
Oh, I haven't done any logo stuff up to now. Right now I'm just streaming for fun mostly, so I didn't think about it that much.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Uh, hmm. I'm not so I'm not that much on Twitter. Maybe we could do it over Discord. Or wait, let me think about it a moment.
Ja, sieht so aus, als funktioniert, aber macht nicht Restart Server komplett.
Ja.
Reset.
Wait. Okay, I will. I mean, I guess I can follow you. So if you have a idea, you can send it to me.
Relax.
But still doesn't work. That's kind of weird.
So maybe we can discuss about it later off the stream. But right now, I think it would be a bit hard. I think. So yeah.
This realm is true.
Oh, I have already got it.
If you ever
But yeah, you can see on my Twitter what my little parts of the new YouTube model are. So maybe you could integrate it in it too if you want to.
I think that works again. Just need a little restart.
Nice, what is back?
Still have to find out why it crashed.
I think I can change my tags now.
Oder man wechselt zu Deutsch, das geht auch.
Ja. Bilingual einfach oder so. Auch wenn es ein bisschen. Gibt es so einen Tag überhaupt?
Genau.
Ist das jetzt so? Oder habe ich irgendwie verkackt, das zu wechseln?
Ich
Okay.
sehe es bei mir gerade noch nicht.
Seite aktualisieren.
Quit following me. You are not welcome.
Its course. Still.
The wind rises. Quit following me.
Oh, nice. Der ist schön. Vielleicht wird der was. Gott, ich wollte gerade meine Beine ausstrecken. War das meine Katze? Ah. Dann muss ich wohl weiter am Schneidersitz bleiben.
Ja, ich beobachte mal, was der Server noch macht.
Hm.
Er hat halt eine 100%ige Ausrüstung gehabt und ich weiß nicht warum. Und ist irgendwie festgefahren. Vielleicht war die Lockzahl zu groß oder sowas. I don't know. Jetzt läuft das nicht.
Ist die Burst aufgeladen? Nicht ganz. Schade.
Quit following me. You are not welcome here.
We'll see about that.
Oh, sie hat den Bogen noch. Kein Wunder dann.
Storm. Too late for
Squall and fury.
Now you're testing my patience.
Know your place.
I will have order.
Gott, die war knapp außerhalb des Radiuses. Oh, das hier erstmal fixen. Ja, mein Gott. Wäre das vor anderen Set, hätte ich es definitiv für Yao genommen, aber. Ja. Einfach kopieren das Piece.
Ja.
You are not welcome here.
everybody stand.
Oh, was geht mit mein Ping war gerade voll hoch für einen Moment.
Oh Gott, ja, ist
See
jetzt.
about
Ist hier runter.
Ist das mal meine Brust voll? Ne, nicht ganz. Schade. Naja. Aber trotzdem not gut. Ah, da ist er. Gott, ich bin blind. Ich dachte schon für einen Moment, der hat kein typisches Ding. Die Dinger sind eigentlich okay. Smell. Könnte mal schauen. Vielleicht kriege ich ein 4-Piece-Set für ihn hin. Hier sind mehr Stats, die er braucht, aber es ist mehr HP geholt. Okay, das hat nur ein HP-Roll mehr. Guess, das macht dann vielleicht mehr Sinn. Wenn das mit Crit Rate und Crit Damage schon passt. Okay, das passt natürlich nicht. Wobei, gab es ein Elemental Mastery Ding überhaupt hier? Ah, gab es einen. Ich habe schon für einen Moment vergessen, dass man bei ihm Elemental Mastery die ganze Zeit hier nutzt. Hauptsächlich. Oh, it's great sharing some love. That's nice. I have some like love emotes. Not sure. I don't have my own. That's I know that for sure. But may I better TTV? Oh damn.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Ah.
Just shitpost. No, just shitpost.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. What? The better TTV emotes I have, should post. Ja, muss ich vielleicht ändern. But I can be happy.
Release something.
Oh, crit rate. Nein! Es ist okay von den Stats her und so. Also man braucht alles außer Defense, aber Crit Damage. Ah. Okay, ich gebe dem Ding eine Chance. Es gibt noch, das ist eine, das sich nicht genannt werden darf. Der eine Stat, der nicht genannt werden darf, und dann bin ich happy sonst. Not bad eigentlich.
Ja.
Nice, nice.
Oh, damn.
Ich hab eh auch was jetzt so 2 rumliegen. Weil das Set ist irgendwie. Warum ist überall Crit drauf? Warum ist überall Crit drauf?
Auch nur auf dem Set, das Set, was du eigentlich basically nicht brauchst.
Ja, basically das Set, was kein Crit braucht. Hat überall Crit. Okay, Gott. Muss ich ein bisschen stricker sein. Ich kann vom Teapot die Dinger noch nehmen. Teapot.
This realm is
Nee, nicht hier. Das war... Ja.
if you ever have
Ja. Oh Gott, das braucht fast alles auf. Crit Rate! Damn, das ist eigentlich nicht schlecht, glaube ich. Würde ich behaupten. Okay, ich brauch definitiv Crit Damage, nicht Crit Damage, Crit Rate hier. Hier wechseln. Also... Crit Rate ist am Existenzminimum, aber... Existenzminimum? Ist das richtig? Ich weiß nicht. Aber es ist so minimal, wie es nur sein darf. Was ich eigentlich nicht so sehr feier. Tech ist auch nicht das Optimale bei ihm. Ich kann es mal probieren mit dem Ding. Wait, was hat er vorher überhaupt drauf? Vorher... Oh. Nee, oder? Probieren wir einfach. Ich habe nichts zum Reinschmeißen.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Energy Recharge ist okay, ist ja klar. Hiervon kann ich auch Weise reinschmeißen, weil die meisten werden useless sein. Wenn die nicht als Artefaktenfunder landen. Ich wollte es halt eigentlich recht gerne Strongboxen. Aber... Ja, das lasse ich rein. Aber ich wollte gerade die Sachen erstmal hochleveln.
Strongboxen ist oder so einfach nur ein weiterer Gamble.
Das stimmt auch wieder. Das... Ja. Nee. HP. Ich hoffe, damit war klar, dass ich nicht meine Laptop-Marke meine.
Nice.
Das ist Trash. Ja, Bisssachen sind meistens Trash. Oh, Doppel-Enhancement? Crit Damage! Aber ich brauche trotzdem mehr Crit Rate auf ihn. Vielleicht durch Blume? Hier ist hier. Ja, nee, das wird sich nicht lohnen.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world.
Hm,
Even the wind cannot blow
schwierig.
forever.
Kann die versuchen hochzuleveln. Habe ich das andere Dendro-Dinger noch? Wait a second. Das könnte not bad sein, glaube ich.
Do you think
Ich glaube,
I've
es
got a
hat mehr
shot,
Crit
Tom?
Value.
I just tell it like it is.
Ah, aber dann geht Energy
Someone
Recharge
can
verloren.
handle it.
Ich habe vergessen, die Energy Recharge, die ich vorher hatte. Und, Inka, das sollte jetzt noch drin sein.
Wait.
Hier.
Whatever.
136 hatte ich vorher.
Relax.
Bisschen mehr Energy Recharge wäre schon schön. Oder ich muss ihn auf jeden Fall immer mit einer Battery spielen. Ja gut, das Set werde ich noch weiter farmen, also hoffentlich wird sich da schon noch was Besseres finden. Zumindest bis Fontaine kommt und ich dann eventuell irgendwann Leine habe. Ich muss das jetzt klären, das nervt mich jetzt zu sehr. Zack. Nee. Ich muss da sogar drauf gehen noch. Aber ja, nicht vergessen, Web-Event machen. Primer Gems sich euch holen. Falls überhaupt dazu hört. Oh, 19 Stunden. Knapp. Wäre schön, wenn es jetzt wäre. Das kann man noch machen.
Über den vergesse ich dauerhaft, ne?
Ich auch.
Wir brauchen die ganzen Materialien davon.
Ich hatte letzte Woche einen Moment gehabt, wo ich das gesehen habe, war so, oh, ja, mache ich gleich, ich bin gerade im Teapot, da kann ich jetzt nicht machen. Bin rausgegangen, habe mich abgelenkt, am nächsten Tag sehe ich das wieder, so, oh shit, stimmt, muss ich ja noch machen. Habe ich ja wahrscheinlich am Tag danach erst gemacht. Was kann man machen noch? Kaeya Story könnte man machen. Okay. Den Hangout. Stoppe ich erstmal meine Musik. So. Was ist die Quest? Oh, Insumerung. Okay.
Swarm Fury.
The wind rises. Too slow.
Vogelflüsterer Kaeya? Hallo?
Hey, little birdie, don't feel down. Come and perch on my shoulder. Don't be shy. I'll show you around town. Really? No wonder they never pay attention to me. Forget it. I probably shouldn't be anthropomorphizing them anyway. Haven't seen you in some time. To which one of the Animo Archons wins do I owe the honor? Oh, is this your way of saying that you missed me? Since it wasn't meant to be with this little birdie, I'd better leave it alone. Let's take a walk, shall we? If you're wondering why I'm here, Jean's been worrying about trade safety recently. I discovered this when I unwittingly burst into her office to save the day. Another job involving long-distance travel falls to me. I suppose it's my own fault for having such a strong sense of duty.
Gott, noch langsamer könnten die nicht, ihn nicht gehen
Still,
lassen.
on the bright side, business is now
Nervt mich
taken
aber auch so
care
sehr,
of.
weil dein Walking Speed halt so minimal schneller ist, als das du
Ja,
NPCs, ne?
ja.
So minimal, aber auch nur.
Das ist auch
Es
mein
wird so
Problem.
wenig gebraucht, um das richtig zu machen. So wenig. Ein Integer umsetzen,
Prove
obwohl es
we're
ein
in the
Float,
middle
die es
of
gut
a
gemacht
war.
haben. Aber nein.
Your place is at the front lines by my
It
son's
is what it
side.
is.
Nee,
Pray
dies wird
tell, what
es.
provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
Outdoor theater. Looks fun. Ah, yes. Here's what I was thinking about the unused funds. Given that the acting Grand Master saw fit to allocate these funds to my trip in the first place, I think it's my responsibility to make sure that every last mora is put to good use. In other words, what do you say we find a way to spend the remaining budget? Perhaps a fancy meal at a nice restaurant? Or a river cruise that takes in the sights of Sumeru City? Or we could buy a few nice mementos to take home. Hey, no need to put it like that. Let's keep walking. We can consider it some more on the road. The rules of the Knights of Favonius state that any and all expenditures during a business trip are counted as travel expenses. That's more than enough justification to live a little.
Oh. Ich bin so weit gelaufen, dass ich
With me being
gesprintet
here on
bin.
my own, it was looking like a wasted
Wow.
opportunity. But now that I've run into you, why don't we make this a
Bye!
joint trip?
Bye, Kaeya!
Wow, ihr bleibt einfach stehen. Hätte mindestens mitlaufen können.
Ah,
You're always so busy. It's high time you gave yourself a proper break. Even the sharpest blade loses its edge if it's always in use. Regular maintenance is essential for reliable performance. And anyway, life is short, so we should make the most of the time we have. Right now is the perfect time to relax and enjoy ourselves. And who knows how many other chances we'll get. So come on, what do you say?
was nehme ich? Ja,
Great.
das.
Music to my ears. I'll cover the travel costs, of course. There's nothing more enjoyable than the company of a good friend. Let's call this a nice little excursion to round off my long business trip. Now, let me think where we should go. I've seen a lot of Sumeru already, so let's go for someplace new. How about Liyue? I'd be heading past there on my way back to Mondstadt anyway, so it's not out of the way. Well, lucky me. I'll hold you to that. Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs frequently corresponds with the Knights of Favonius, so the address on their letterhead is one of the few places I'm familiar with. I don't have much luggage, so it won't take me long to pack. Give me a moment, and then we'll head there together.
Ja, und ich finde es gut, dass die immer Quests machen, die über mehrere Regionen gehen. Weil sonst war das so ein Mondstadt-Charakter, alles Mondstadt. Okay, bis auf vielleicht bei Xiangling und Noel, da ging das zwischen den Grenzen da ein bisschen drüber. Aber trotzdem jetzt mit Kaeya aus Sumeru aus Port Euromus nach
I've
Mitte
heard that there's
Liyue.
lots to see and do
Ich
in
vermute
Liyue,
mal nachher noch vielleicht
but I'm sure you're more
Mondstadt.
familiar with the place than I am, so I'll leave the itinerary to you.
Ja.
Excellent.
Langsam beginnen
Well,
die mal ein
hopefully
bisschen
I'll
was
get to know
Neues zu
some of
machen.
these friends for myself. It's such a satisfying feeling to just drop everything, go on a long trip, and see something new. Who knows who we might cross paths with? We might even end up going on an impromptu adventure. Just like how I met you in Port Ormos, and now we're here. Come on, let's see what's up ahead. Do you know
Oh,
this
wait.
shop? It looks pretty
Good.
nice from the outside. Shall we take a look?
Ich hab nicht gedacht, dass es direkt hier vorne wäre. Dann schwebe ich da einfach rum.
Welcome to
Oh
Jewelry. We are a
Gott, ich
long
muss, glaube ich,
established
jetzt noch ein
trader of
bisschen
precious
runterdrehen. Das
stones.
ist ein Jumpscare für
Is
mich
there
jedes Mal.
anything in particular
Aber
you're
danke
looking
für den
for?
Follow. Epic Crafts.
Let me see. Ah, some nice jewelry you've got here. Maybe I can grab something with a local flavor as a souvenir. What do you think, traveler? See anything that suits my style? I trust your judgment.
Guck mir mal das.
Ah, you're interested in souvenirs. If you're struggling to decide, you might want to consider getting some jade. You can't go wrong with a nice jade pendant. They're an elegant addition to your look, whatever your age or gender. If you're looking for a specific design, we can make it to your specifications. It does take some time to fulfill an order, however. High quality jade is hard to come by, so our waiting list is at least a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a pity. I'm just visiting and I won't be in town for very long. So as much as it pains me to do so, I'm afraid I'll have to leave this beautiful bijou behind.
No worries at all, sir. If you're looking for something off the shelf, why not go and see Mr. Shurto at the Jade Mystery? He also deals in jade and precious stones. Exactly. But on that note, let me give you a word of advice. There's no risk in purchasing a piece of jade that's already been cut. But you could lose all of your mora betting on uncut rocks. I won't say any more,
Ich
as
kenne
I
ihn
don't
schon,
want my
wenn es
fellow
wieder ein
vendors to
Daily
think I'm
ist.
bad-mouthing them. But I think you catch my drift. It's only human nature to spend a little when you're on a trip. But don't be too hasty to part with your cash. The Ministry of Civil Affairs takes everyone's economic well-being very seriously, and they often send out the Millilith to spread public awareness of well-known scams. As guests here, I'd encourage you to watch out for anyone trying to rip you off.
I think that's sound advice wherever you go into that. We appreciate it, boss. Too slow.
Gerade auch wenn Leo schon lange da ist und so. Wobei Mondstadt und so, die haben alle so schöne Musik immer. Ich genieße es immer wieder.
Welcome! Looking for uncut stones or pre-cut jade? We've got plenty of both for your viewing pleasure.
Uncut stones. Ah, yes, we were just briefed on that. Let's take a look at the pre-cut jade.
I believe I detect a quiet but distinct tone of apprehension in your words. Please rest assured, there's nothing to be quite so wary about with my business. Feel free to peruse at your leisure. I think you'll find that everything I do here is entirely above board and legitimate, and I sell only pure and unadulterated goods. No scam guaranteed. Sure, you can bet on jade and lose if you're unlucky, but that doesn't make it a scam. My terms are clear and transparent, and I only do business with willing customers. What scammer can claim that?
Sounds perfectly reasonable. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much the vendor is charging. If the customer decides to hand over their money, they're taking the bait of their own free will.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understand. Although your peculiar phrasing at the end there, you almost make it sound as if I really am scamming people. Anyway, betting on jade is what it is. Feel free to try your luck, but if you can't afford to lose, then it's not for you. We don't need to cause each other any trouble. I'll leave you to browse at your own pace now while I deal with other potential customers.
Amber-colored jade would probably make for a good souvenir. Why not? This is a quirky little place. Somehow, I'm inclined to entertain him for a bit. Well, if you're not interested, then I guess we'll pass.
Ahoy there, Captain! Fancy seeing you back in town. Struck any gold lately?
What, a poor sailor like me? You must be joking. I barely managed to make ends meet. What about you, Chateau? Still scamming people with your pile of rocks?
Hey, keep your voice down. Can't you see I've got customers? But more to the point, when have you ever seen a customer get scammed in my store?
I mean, you want the full list? Or... Hold up, is that? Captain Kaeya! What, brings you to Liyue?
Oh, just taking a short trip with my friend. It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a good while, hasn't it?
Anywhere you'd recommend I visit while I'm here?
Let me think. Wanmin Restaurant's always a pretty good bet. Chef Mao's daughter is a skilled chef, and their prices are very reasonable. My wife can't get enough of their boiled fish. You could give that a try. And, speaking of my wife, she won't let me forget what a great help you've been to us before. So thank you, on her behalf.
Your wife? Ah, yes. How is she doing these days? Keeping well?
Very well, thank you.
Ich fühle mich gerade wie dieser eine
Anyway,
Moment, wenn
I've
Eltern
got something I
irgendwie
need to do
Bekannte
down at
in
the
einen
South
Laden
Wharf,
treffen,
so
man einfach
my
nebenan
apologies,
steht und
Captain Kaeya,
zuhört,
but I'd better get going.
wie die
Alright.
zwei sich die ganze Zeit
See you.
unterhalten. Ich so, okay, cool. Mhm, ja, cool. Mhm.
Ah, I finally remembered who that was.
What the
Captain Wu. He runs a transport business between Mondstadt and Liyue.
I see.
Er merkt so
So
spät,
you went through that whole
dass er den
conversation
kennt,
with
so.
no idea who you were talking to. Well, that explains the generic pleasantries
Ah.
and the general awkwardness. Old Wu's usually quite the chatterbox, so it's very unusual for him to just take off mid-conversation. How exactly do you two know each other anyway?
An educated guess. Yes, you could put it like that. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. The captain was making a delivery to Mondstadt when his ship sprang a leak. He overexerted himself fixing it and keeping the cargo dry, and ended up passing out from exhaustion. I took him to Mondstadt to recover.
Well, it still seems strange to me. Sure, he's hardly the most charming conversationalist, and he's also mighty stubborn, but all of us know Old Wu is an honest and kind-hearted man. His eldest was once playing on that big rock over there when he took a tumble and injured himself. I helped to patch the kid up, and the next day, Old Wu was here to buy a couple of uncut stones. I'm just surprised he was so quick to excuse himself, that's all. Normally, he's the kind of guy who, if you run into him on the street and he owes you a favor, he'll grab you by the hand and thank you profusely until you ask him to stop.
Well, stubborn, I can believe. Someone had drilled a gaping hole in his ship, and the water was coming in fast. How he managed to make it all the way to Mondstadt, not to mention with his cargo intact, I have no idea.
Someone drilled a hole in his ship? Oh dear. It must have been one of the less savory captains out there trying to sabotage his business so they can squeeze their way into the market. When competition is stiff, sometimes things get ugly. It's the way of the world, unfortunately. His line of work isn't easy. The poor fellow usually has to set sail before the break of dawn. He's been loitering around a lot these past few weeks, though. I thought maybe he'd come into some Mora. Competition is fierce these days, and there's not a lot of Mora to be made in shipping. So every day he stays idle is another negative in the books. I do wonder what's gotten into him. Anyway, I digress. We merchants protect our goods like our own lives, so who knows? Maybe he had some important cargo to see to. Either way, good sir, don't mind him.
I am an upstanding member of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Just look me in the eyes. Don't you find me trustworthy?
Since you asked about recommendations earlier, you're here from Mondstadt, yes? Might I suggest the tea house is somewhere to rest your legs? If memory serves, they're just about to retell the tale of Bravebeard the Valiant from the top. Why not pay them a visit?
Huh. Sounds interesting enough. Let's check it out.
The wind rises.
So this is the Hu Tea House.
We meet again, Captain Kaeya. What a coincidence. Twice in one day. Oh, that didn't take me long, and I ran the whole way.
Wu, weren't you just at Wanwen Bookhouse buying a book for your daughter? What's this talk about the wharf?
Shh, just leave it be, Aunt Jong. There's no need to embarrass him right in front of everyone else. I take it that you two aren't from around these parts. I'm a caravan guard by trade, and meeting people from all over the world is one of the main perks of the job for me. Why don't you join my table so we can get to know each other?
Oh, seems like the tea house is the place to be in Liyue. Feels like I'm back in the angel share. Did you manage to get something for your daughter just now, Captain Wu?
Yes, thank you. If it weren't for you, Captain Kaeya, she might not have even made it into this world.
I'm so lost, Wu. What's the story here?
Your wife's originally from Mondstadt, isn't she? Did you run into Captain Kaeya when you were there on business, or when you were visiting the in-laws?
The latter. Oh, this is so humiliating. Anyway, back when my wife was pregnant, we were taking a trip to Mondstadt to visit her parents this one time, when we were mugged by a group of treasure hoarders near Dawn Winery.
Oh, that sounds awful. Were either of you hurt?
I mean, he's still here, and he's still got all his limbs, so they can't have roughed him up too bad. I'm guessing Captain Kaeya stepped in before they could do either of you any serious harm, huh?
Yes, he did. Thankfully, he heard my wife crying for help and drove them away. My wife was injured and quite shaken up by the ordeal, so he took her to the winery and asked them to look after her.
So viel wie dieser Charakter vorkommt, habe ich das Gefühl, es ist schon mehr eine Story für diesen Captain Wu als für Kaeya. Zumindest in der Storyline.
Huh? What did you jump in the water for? You know they can still get you in there, right?
No, that's not... They threw me into the water and, stripped me of all my clothes.
They did what? Did they have a weird fetish or something? Stripping a sailor naked and throwing him into the water. It's not like you were going to drown. So, then what? I take it you swam to shore?
The treasure hoarders always move in groups, and fighting back when you're outnumbered isn't usually an option. It's no surprise that they quickly overpowered Captain Wu. I'm just glad that everyone made it out all right at the end.
Captain Kaeya, please, there's no need for you to try to save face for me like this. I already owe you so much. You don't have to do anything more. Yet, despite that, I somehow only ended up humiliating myself further. Oh, there's no point in me trying to save face now. They tossed me into the water to humiliate me, and to use it as leverage to get my wife to pay up. But they didn't know that I could swim. What I'd intended was to pretend to drown, then sneak back onto shore while they weren't looking, and find a way to rescue my wife. That was before Captain Kaeya appeared out of nowhere and saved the day. So then I figured I'd get out of the water, get dressed, and catch up with you. But God knows what they did with my clothes. I couldn't find them anywhere. By the time I gave up looking for them, you were most of the way to the winery, so I had to run after you with nary a thing on myself.
Outrageous!
So, what happened next?
I made it to the winery, but the maids noticed me first, and they called the Lord of the Manor out to give me the beating the treasure hoarders never got around to. After my wife recovered consciousness, she had to have a long talk with the young lord to explain everything. He then escorted us both safely to Stonegate.
Oh, Wu, I'm sorry. But...
Ugh, good luck living that one down.
Trust me, I know. My wife never lets me forget.
I'm sorry, Captain. I wasn't intending to share that story.
It's fine. It's my own fault for thinking I could sweep it under the carpet and forget about it. I don't know if I can ever repay you for all you've done. That's why I get so embarrassed every time I run into you. Still, it won't stop me from trying. You and your friend are here to catch the storyteller, right? The tea's on me. It's the least I can do. In fact, they do serve some food here, too, but it's not the best. Okay, let me run and get some fruit to share. I'll be right back.
Oh, der hat dann seine ganze
I wonder
Lebensgeschichte
how
fast
much
erzählt.
Kaeya caught of that. Old Wu really has no filter, does he?
Oh, poor Wu. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry. It's just...
He really didn't have to share all the details of that story. But since he didn't seem to mind, I wasn't about to stop him. I did actually forget at first, but once he brought up his daughter, the memory of his naked escapades came flooding back. D-Luke thought some pervert was harassing the maids. He charged straight out the door, great sword in hand and raring to go. I haven't seen him so angry in a long time. So many people owe me favors nowadays. It's hard to keep track of them all. I really should go check my favors ledger once I'm back and refresh my memory. Hey, you didn't think I was being serious, did you? Do I really strike you as the kind of person to keep track of favors in a notebook? I just helped the guy out on a couple of occasions because I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I have no intention of asking him to do anything for me in return. At least, not so far.
I'm back with fruit. Please, help yourselves, everyone. My treat.
Thank you.
Oh, don't mention it. It's just a few fruits, nothing extravagant. Once my new pharmaceutical business takes off and I have more to spare, I'll get you a proper thank you gift and send it to the Knights of Favonius.
Pharmaceutical business. So you found a new career? No more shipping?
Shipping's impossible work nowadays. There's too much competition, and the margins are too small. So I've decided to switch gears. I'm going to become a partner of Boo Boo Pharmacy and provide funding for a brand new medication they're producing. It's specially formulated to treat seasonal joint and limb pain. If you didn't know, it's a very common health complaint among sailors, but also extremely difficult to treat. I've suffered from it myself, which is why I know that a lot of people stand to benefit from this once it enters the market. It's a good cause, and a stable source of income. Whichever way you look at it, it's a step up from the back-breaking work I did before. I've already had some talks and invested 1 million mora for the first round of funding.
That's impressive, Wu. I wouldn't have thought you had the connections for something like that. So is it Dr. Baiju that you're in talks with?
Oh no, not Dr. Baiju. Actually, it was his master, Dr. Baifudze. His medical expertise and clinical experience are second to none, and he really cares about his patients. He gave me a few of his traditionally formulated bone-strengthening pills when he saw me suffering from my leg pains one day. It was like a miracle cure. The pain immediately went away.
Dr. Baiju's master.
Yeah, I told him I'd be enthusiastically recommending his medicine to the other guys at the docks. And after some hesitation, he just went right ahead and wrote up a prescription for me, completely for free. He said that he shouldn't really be handing out free prescriptions since, and I quote, "It goes against generations of tradition handed down by our forebears." But he just felt like it was the right thing to do. What a great guy.
But I got chatting with Dr. Baiju recently when the Secure Transport Agency did a delivery for Boo Boo Pharmacy. He told me that his master has already passed away.
Das hatte ich auch mir gedacht. Ich dachte mir so, oh, weil du das machst, dass du eigentlich schon weg so.
I mean, the guy's old, but he's still in great health.
Captain Wu, where did you meet this old master?
Just out on the street? I know that sounds dubious, but this is an educated and respectable gentleman we're talking about. There's no faking that.
Hold on a second. I just remembered something. My nephew-in-law met a medicine seller not too long ago, too. He also described it as a miracle cure. He spent a lot of mora on it, but when he brought it to Boo Boo Pharmacy, Herbalist Gwei took one look and told him he'd bought nothing but regular painkillers. This Bai Fuzi you met, did he by any chance have a goatee and salt and pepper hair?
He did.
If I may, Captain Wu, there's a lot of mora involved here. It seems like it would be worth asking this Dr. Baiju about his master, just to set the record straight. You could show him the medicine as well. Clearly there's some misunderstanding here.
You're right, Captain Kaeya. A quick trip to Boo Boo Pharmacy, and I can get Dr. Baiju to clear all of this up. I'm sure it's all... I mean, hopefully it's all fine.
He left in a hurry. He must be stressed out of his mind right now.
Hey, let him deal with this, okay? No point in you stressing yourself out, too. Fraud or not, it's up to Captain Wu to figure out exactly who he's gotten himself involved with. I'm no Dark Knight hero, or martial arts hero for that matter, and neither are you. Wait, or are you? Now that I think about it, I can see you having a secret double life as a martial arts hero here in Liyue. You certainly have the personality for it. Either way, Liyue has its own rules and regulations. Best to let the Ministry of Civil Affairs deal with this in the proper manner. If a couple of outlanders like us get involved, we might just end up muddying the waters, even with the best of intentions. We came here to enjoy ourselves, remember? We don't want to get our priorities mixed up. Oh, and look at that. The storyteller's taking the stage.
It is said that the sky's the limit for the aspirational soul.
Ich hoffe, der erzählt jetzt nicht die ganze Story.
For the woes of the world are equally limitless. No such stranger to woes. Was yet fate fortuitous found him when he entered the tutelage of a...
Okay, zum Glück nicht. Ah.
Is that all? Oh, I was hoping to hear the rest of the story. It was all right. I suppose the hero always has to sacrifice himself to save others, and it does make for some good storytelling, but it leaves you wondering how he really feels about the whole thing. Did he ever have second thoughts? Only he can know, I suppose.
Oh, I see the show is over. Yeah, I saw Dr. Baiju. Looks like it was a scam after all.
Then what are you waiting for? Don't just stand there. You need to report this to the Ministry of Civil Affairs right away.
Hold on. Let's not lose our cool. Get your story straight first, so you can give them a clear and detailed account of events in the order that they occurred. And one more thing. Do you still have a way to contact this guy?
Well, I'd arranged to meet him at the Yunsheng Tea House once I've withdrawn the next sum of Mora, so I suppose he'll still be waiting on that.
Okay, so you've got another meeting lined up.
I've got no one to blame but myself for this. I can't believe I was so gullible. I guess the world isn't made for naive simpletons like me. Young lady, you're a good person, and I'm touched by your words of comfort. Still, it's up to me to find a way to get my Mora back. The consequences are mine alone to bear. At my age, I'm sure I should be comforting the young with...
It's obvious, isn't it? He needs to report the case to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Come with me. I am quite curious. How does our chivalrous martial arts hero intend to come to Captain Wu's rescue here? There are countless victims of injustice in the world. We can't try to help each and every one of them, can we? Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't know you thought of me as someone who helps other people unconditionally. I'm genuinely flattered. But we both know that I'm not that kind of person, really. Your logic is very straightforward and quite endearing in its simplicity. But I like how you think. So I'll indulge your martial arts hero aspirations for now. Captain Wu, how would you feel about owing me one more favor?
I'm sorry, Captain Kaeya?
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, I found a way to recover your Mora that would leave the man who defrauded you feeling angry and frustrated, but give him no way to get back at you. If it could be done, and the only cost was owing me yet another favor, what would you say?
What exactly are you getting at?
The traveler here is adamant that you should ask me for another favor. Personally, I blame the storyteller. After the inspiring tale of Bravebeard, she's all gung-ho about playing hero and righting this injustice once and for all.
Captain Kaeya, young lady, I thank you. I will humbly accept your kindness.
All right. Now here's what I'm thinking. All right, then it's settled. Per our brave hero's plan, let's rendezvous at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow.
Ja, wie lange zieht sich das noch? So. Ich glaube, nachdem ich die eine Storyline durch habe, mache ich dann zweite Grundsachen mehr. Weil ich sie jetzt nicht so groß sind, weil sie zieht sich gefühlt einfach nur.
Good. I'll head upstairs first, and you join me in a bit. You've got nothing to worry about. As long as this lucky coin's in my hands, it'll do as it's told. Before I toss the coin, I'll get our guy to bet heads or tails. Then it's your turn to bet. Now remember, if I touch my chin, you bet heads. If I touch my forehead, you go for tails.
Okay.
Hello. Are you waiting for someone? As long as you follow the rules of the tea house, you're welcome here. Please be our guest.
Hoch.
From the way you describe it, Liyue does sound like an attractive place to settle. Perhaps I might have to make the move here after all. All that awaits me back in Mondstadt is a horde of insufferable sycophants. Truly tedious. The reason I left home in the first place was because I was reluctant to simply live off of my inheritance.
I understand. For one as ambitious as yourself, Mr. Rich, living off of the family fortune must feel like the dullest existence in the world.
What are you doing? It's common courtesy to introduce yourself. Can't you see we got here first? They're running out of tables, huh? Looks like this location's getting too small for them. Very well, I'll make an exception for you this one time. Let's hope the tea, at least, won't disappoint me.
So, my friend, what's your name?
Here is the tea that you ordered. Please enjoy.
Ugh, this tea is Never mind. Mr. Bai, this has been a most pleasant and insightful conversation. I consider it good fortune that I encountered such a refined gentleman as yourself so far from home. Please allow me to pay for the tea.
Yes, good fortune indeed. In that case, I must thank you for your generosity.
You there. I'll get yours too.
Ich will mal eben ein
Oh,
wenig
you
weg.
can't tell?
Ich komme später wieder
My
dazu.
family's lived in Mondstadt for
später dann.
generations. I got bored sitting around at home and decided to set off on a journey to expand my horizons. The sights of Liyue Harbor are rather spectacular. I've half a mind to buy a waterfront property here so I can come vacationing every year. That would be quite nice. If the family would spare me a little loose change, I could even invest in an antique shop or two so I have something to do during the day. And the point of life is to enjoy yourself. If something makes me happy, it's worth every mora.
Mr. Rich, just to clarify, that's quite a large sum of mora as far as the common woman is concerned. It's understandable that our friend over here feels out of her league.
The name's Albert. Surname Rich. But only the servants in the house address me as Mr. Rich. Now that we're so well acquainted, Mr. Bai, please just call me Albert.
Albert does have a nice ring to it. It is my honor to become friends with someone of your caliber.
You flatter me. What say you to acting as my guide during my time in Liyue? I'll pay you handsomely, of course. Naturally, board and lodging would be included. And I could pay you in the region of 50,000 mora per day?
No need, my good friend. I shan't be so vulgar as to take your mora. We're both men of character. The pleasure of your ongoing acquaintance shall be ample reward in itself. To join a noble gentleman on his travels is a rare opportunity. Please, let me draft up an exact itinerary. I'll make sure to give you the experience of a lifetime.
You there. You're welcome to join us if you want. Which clan did you say you were with? The Hoo-Ha clan or something? Goo-Ha, huh? Strange choice of name. Gotta say, I've been in Liyue for a while now. This is the first I'm hearing of them. I guess they're one of these obscure ones who keep to themselves.
Yes, well, there are many martial arts clans and factions in Liyue. It's only natural that you haven't become acquainted with all of them.
Ha, fair enough. Still, weird name. Bet they have some even weirder practices. Seriously, though, what kind of skills do you guys train anyway? It's all for show, right? I saw some people performing a few tricks down at the wharf. Is it that kind of thing? I already told the server to put it on my tab. Don't bother getting her to split the bill. It'll only complicate things.
Young lady, there's no need to take things so seriously. Why don't you loosen up and enjoy the free drink?
Are you trying to make a point by throwing my generosity back in my face? All right then. What if I say your bill is mine and don't let you pay?
Please, my friends, let's not get so worked up. Yinchang Tea House is no venue for a duel. We'll all get escorted right out the door. You young people have hot tempers, I understand that. But there's no need to come to blows over a few words taken to heart when there are far more diplomatic ways to resolve the dispute.
Did I hear that right? So you'll only pay for yourself if you win, but I'll get the check for the three of us if you lose. It's not that I care about the mora. After all, I offered to pay for everyone's drinks in the first place. No, what I find truly absurd is your refusal to play fair. I demand that you also pay for three if you win. Fine. You can have your apology if you win, but on one condition. We'll do the best of 3, and the winner pays for the table.
Well, as long as you're no longer raring to fight, peace begets wealth, as the elders used to say.
Why do you join us, Mr. Bai? Let's entertain this gal for a sec. We don't want her to think you're stingy.
But I wasn't even a part of your argument.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Bai? Whose side are you on here?
Of course, I'm on,
And anyway, it's no big deal if you win. It's just a few cups of tea after all, so you can just take it from your fees as my guide.
All right then. I suppose it's not all that different from the dice gambling games I used to play in my youth. If it's just for...
All right, now we're talking. Okay, now that we've agreed on the rules, how should we do this coin toss? After all, a Mora coin looks the same on both sides. Well, that should be simple enough. Here, I'll take this coin and ask the counter to draw a line on one side. You two can wait for me.
Young lady, I can see that you haven't spent many years in the real world. You take everything far too personally. I, too, only met this Mondstadt millionaire by complete chance today, but we're getting along just fine. I actually came here to meet with a business partner to count the cash from 2 recent investments when this gentleman struck up a conversation with me. In the real world, you've got to keep up appearances. There's no need to offend the rich. After all, if you keep them happy, you can probably make some more off of them, too. You young people are much too impulsive. It pays to keep a level head.
Just so we're clear, let's say the marked side is heads, and the unmarked side is tails. Everyone has to pick a side before the coin toss. Oh, and no takebacks. We should also take turns tossing the coin.
Sounds fair to me. Why don't you do the first toss, Albert?
All right, then, I'll start us off. Here we... Oh, wait. I nearly forgot to collect everyone's bets. Mr. Bai, heads or tails?
I suppose the choice is arbitrary since it's a 50-50 chance. I'll go with tails.
Let me think. I'll also go with tails. What about you? Heads or tails?
Oh, darn, I won. Lucky me, I guess.
I won as well. Guess there might be a formal apology in the cards after all. I have a suggestion. If one of us loses twice in a row, they should get knocked out while the other 2 carry on playing to decide the winner. Otherwise, with 3 of us playing, it'll start to get difficult to keep track of who's won the most times. I flipped the coin last time, so why don't you go next? I don't want you blaming my coin-tossing skills if you guess wrong this turn. Here.
Now just wait a second, my dear friends. Please let me do the second toss.
Oh? Anxious to take your turn, Mr. Bai?
You are both young, and I've already seen your short tempers for myself. If Albert loses this round and this young lady wins, you'll be tied. And before you know it, you'll be at each other's throats again. Well, that's not my only consideration either. You two may be too young to know this, but I've been around the block a few times. What's to say this isn't a trick coin, In dice games, people use all sorts of methods to rig the game. Some even fit the dice with mechanisms that give them whichever result they want. If Albert wins the next round, and you, young lady, lose for the second time in a row, then the third round will just be a tiebreaker between him and me, and you won't get your apology to the Guhua clan. If that happens, only for you to then find out that the coin was rigged all along, you're sure to accuse me of working with Albert to scam you while mocking the Guhua clan. I can only imagine the kind of vengeful warpath that would put you on. A purely hypothetical scenario, of course, but one that I'm bringing up now to avoid any misunderstanding further down the road. Go on, give me the coin. I'll show you how to check if it's been rigged.
Very diligent of you indeed, Mr. Bai. Looks like I chose the right person to be my guide. Here, take it.
A rigged coin will always be a little heavier than a normal coin, you see. This one seems perfectly normal to me, however. But don't take it from me. Why don't you test it for yourself?
What's your bet this time, Mr. Bai?
I'll stick with tails.
Tails, huh? Well, you seem to have a feel for this, so I guess I'll match your bet again this round. Tails it is. And you?
Well, my luck's still just about holding out. The three of us are now tied, so no one drops out. Certainly better than Albert and I going head-to-head in the final round.
Mm-hmm. Well, here you go. What'll it be, Mr. Bai?
It's a tough decision this time.
That's what makes it fun, isn't it? Anyway, there's no need to stress. What's the cost of a few cups of tea compared to 50,000 I'll be paying you every day?
You make a good point. All right, I'll take heads.
Okay, and now it's my turn to guess. Not that the outcome matters either way to me. I won't even notice the more is gone. Whatever, I'll take tails.
Das war tatsächlich mit Tails.
Why did it have to be heads? This whole thing started because you two got into a spat, and now I'm the one that has to foot the bill. What say you to another round?
Sure, why not? I'm having fun. I can go for as many rounds as you want. What a miserly person. Do as you please. The two of us can play.
But, Albert, all the fun of gambling is in the stakes involved. What say you to throwing a little loose change into the pot?
Oh, come on now. No need to walk on eggshells here. Let's keep it simple, shall we? If you guess right, I pick up the tab. But if you guess wrong, I'm afraid it's still on you.
Sure. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, here's the coin. You can toss first. I'll take heads.
I'll choose...
Wouldn't it defeat the whole purpose of betting if you guessed the same as me? This is a two-person game now. Surely one of us has to guess heads and the other tails.
All right. It all comes down to luck, after all. I'll take tails. Ooh, looks like Rex Lapis has smiled upon me today after all. Thank you for the tea, Albert.
Look at you getting so giddy over some chump change. It's like you've never gambled with real money before, my old man. That's a real rush, I'm telling you. This is nothing by comparison. In fact, I'm starting to get a little bored.
Well, in that case, would you care for another game?
Sure. And let's up the stakes a little this time. Shall we say 50,000?
Oh, maybe that's a little on the high side.
What, 50,000? But that's just a single day's guide pay for you.
All right. I'll bet tails.
Great, then I'll bet heads. No takebacks. Heads.
Tails. Oh, how unfortunate. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. After all, in the long run, gambling is always a losing game. 50,000 more. My goodness. Albert, I'm terribly sorry, but as it happens, I forgot to bring my coin purse with me today.
That's
Could you
super, that's
perhaps
ein
take this
Portemonnaie vergessen.
50,000 out of my guide fees? Call it an advance payment. That would make us even.
Advance payment? Sorry, I'm afraid that's not my style. It'll have to be cash.
This day, just getting better and better. Well, so be it. 50,000. Let me see what cash I have on me.
Oh, jetzt hast du doch Geld dabei.
Just 50,000? That's not what we agreed on.
Huh? What are you talking about? I think you'll find that our bet was for 50,000.
No, it wasn't. The amount was 1 million.
1 million? Are you insane? Come on now, Albert. Be serious. A million here and a million there might be all fun and games to you rich types, but to ordinary folk like myself, this is no laughing matter.
I'm being perfectly serious. I know what I said, and what I said was 1 million mora.
You're lying through your teeth. Hey, young lady, you tell him. Did you hear him say 1 million at any point during our bet? Huh? What the? I'm not deaf, you know. I swear I heard 50,000. Wait. Oh, I see. You two are in this together. I never met either of you before today, and out of nowhere you suddenly roped me into betting over a coin toss, and now you're accusing me of owing you 1 million mora. Huh? Do you have any idea who you're trying to cheat? I know all the tricks in the book. I can't believe a couple of beginners like you managed to get this far. Well, don't you try to celebrate just yet. You amateurs have a lot to learn about the art of the con. Do you really think that nobody else will have heard all the commotion we just made? All I need is one witness, and this little scheme of yours falls apart. Frauds! Frauds, I say! These two kids are trying to scam me out of my hard-earned mora! Hostess! Oh, hostess, come quickly!
How pathetic.
What is going on here? If you can't abide by our rules, you're not welcome at Yenshang Tea House. I don't care what the issue is. You don't get to make a racket like that in here. Halberd! Fang!
Wait, don't throw me out! These two con artists are trying to steal my mora. You can't let them get away with it.
Well, let's take this somewhere else. I don't want any of you disturbing the other guests. Okay, you two. Care to explain yourselves?
Gladly. He's making up completely spurious claims. We were betting mora over a few coin tosses, and now he wants to back out. In the land of contracts, of all places. He won 250,000 from me, then another 800,000 from the both of us. Now he's refusing to pay up the measly 50,000 that he lost in the final round.
Okay, so after settling up, a total of 1 million mora should have changed hands. Sounds plausible enough.
Oh, it's a complete pack of lies. Hostess, if you don't believe me, ask anyone else in the tea house. These kids were so loud. I guarantee you everybody in that room knows the true story.
Sorry to interrupt you all, but you're witnesses to the situation here. Is what Mr. Bai says true?
Oh, thank goodness you're finally here. What took you so long? That old guy's been bragging about the Mora he's won so loudly, I'm surprised the whole street didn't hear him. I was about to report him to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Leave me out of this. I want nothing to do with gamblers and scammers. Please, just bring me my check.
Our new owner laid down the law not too long ago. We turn a blind eye towards casual games of dice, but there is zero tolerance for any explicit gambling with real Mora. Return any winnings to the party you took them from, and we'll say that none of this ever happened. Otherwise, I'll have to bring in the Millilith. And I can assure you that they take a more hard line on this kind of thing than we do.
Why should I have to give them any Mora? I don't have any Mora on me.
Oh, but I think you do. 2 investments, was it? One of them to the tune of exactly 1 million as it happens. Oh, and don't forget you still need to pay the tab.
You... Wait. How did you...
Halberd! Bang! There's a gentleman here that I'd really like you to meet.
Please, please don't. I'll pay, all right?
This was never your Mora to begin with. We'll be returning it to its rightful owner now.
We can't have this discussion in front of the other customers. Please, step outside.
What did you think, Captain Wu? Could you hear clearly from your corner on the 2nd floor?
Yes, everything. I can't thank you two enough.
Woo. This was your doing, wasn't it? You and this monster planned the whole thing. Along with that blonde one. And all the customers on that floor were in on it too, weren't they? I know where you live. And I know what your wife looks like. And your pretty little daughter, too. You crossed the wrong man today.
Who'd be scared of a crook like you? I'll take you on any day of the week.
Well, let's see how long that false bravado of yours will last.
Oh, look at that. He figured it out. Guess he's not as dumb as we thought.
Don't you two get cocky either. Just you wait. I will hunt you down.
My apologies for having to leave this question until you'd vacated the premises. But I couldn't have things escalate inside the tea house. I hope you can understand our position. I noticed that all the guests on the 2nd floor were present before you took your seats, then left almost immediately after you did. Would I be correct in saying you were looking to set this man up?
Wait, so you saw through it right away?
Under normal circumstances, we would never tolerate a scheme like this taking place on our grounds, as it risks damaging our owner's reputation. However, I understand that our owner holds the traveler in high regard, and must have good reasons for their actions. Still, I would appreciate an explanation, if only so that I can answer to the owner.
Ah, as I thought. When you're operating on someone else's turf, you run the risk of clashing with the master of the house. Thankfully, we considered that possibility before going ahead with our plan. Over to you, brave hero. You're the one with the connections in Liyue. It's your time to shine.
Okay, I understand the situation now. It goes without saying that I have no wish to stand in the way of your chivalrous deeds. I'll report everything you told me to our owner.
Well, Captain Wu, remember what I promised you? What do you think? Angry and frustrated enough for you?
Excuse me, coming through. Is this the Mr. Bai you reported to us?
Yes, that's him all right. The one who scammed Captain Wu.
Wait! Where's your evidence? And Wu, you've already recovered your Mora. You don't deserve to be punished twice for the same crime.
You can't talk your way out of this one. You're already suspected of defrauding multiple victims out of smaller amounts, and the combined total meets the threshold for a conviction. If it turns out you're guilty in this case too, it'll only add to your sentence. Does the plaintiff have any witnesses? If so, we'd really appreciate if they could come with us and provide a testimony. You got tangled up in this too, huh? In that case, please come with me. Your witness statements will play a crucial role in helping to move this case forward. Don't worry, we won't take up too much of your time. And you, sir, can stop twiddling your thumbs. You're coming with us too.
Hey, keep your hands off me. I'll cooperate. I'll cooperate. Stop manhandling me.
Thank you so much, the both of you. I really don't know how I could ever begin to repay you.
Well, I have an idea. We originally came here to do some sightseeing. Anywhere you'd recommend we go before the end of our trip?
Let me think. Now, where would I want to go? Hey, are either of you interested in a fishing trip?
Sounds fun to me. Let's go.
Ich nehme mal das an, das wird das Ende von dem Weg von der Story, dem Path. Hoffentlich, weil es zieht sich echt sehr lang schon. Ich werde wahrscheinlich den Rest offline machen.
Swarm Fury. Well, this was certainly an eventful end to my trip. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Or my lucky coin, of course. Wouldn't be much of a lucky coin if it had. Besides, I already taught you how to become attuned to it. You still need some practice to master the technique, but luckily it decided to play nice and spare us any more complications. A better question to ask might be, what do I do to make this coin happy to work with me and show me whichever side I wish? My answer would be that I tell the coin a joke every time I toss it into the air. If it finds my joke funny, then it cooperates with me. Of course, this whole arrangement hinges on a pre-existing amount of trust between the two of us. I can't just get any strange coins to listen to me. Yeah, I was a little surprised when he unwittingly called out our trick coin, but it didn't matter. A good gambler always keeps their options open. You have to have a contingency plan for when the odds are against you. So when I went to the counter, I marked a regular coin as well as my trick one. That safely avoided any risk of him finding out about the trick coin. But it also meant that we wouldn't be able to control the result of that round. But hey, what does it matter? The fact that he made things a little more challenging only made it all the more exciting to watch him slowly but surely fall into our trap. Especially listening to him warn us about the possibility of a rigged coin right as we were scamming him. That was my favorite part. As long as I chose the same bet as him, and you bet the opposite to me, it was always going to end up with him paying. Unless, of course, he'd had some other tricks up his sleeve that we hadn't thought of. Then things would have gotten really interesting.
You two are genuinely the smartest people I've ever met. I'm no intellectual, so I would never have been able to come up with a plan like this. Even when you described it to me, I only understood parts of it. Well, I may not be the smartest guy around, but one thing I do know is this. One should always return tenfold the help that they've received from others. We were just ordinary acquaintances. You had no reason to help me as much as you did. If there's anything I can ever do for you in the future, anything at all, please let me know. You can always count on me. I guarantee it.
Oh? You seem agitated. Are you worried about owing me yet another favor? There are two kinds of people who owe me favors. One is my friends, and the other my informants. My informants have to fulfill whatever requests I make of them, no questions asked. The question is, which kind of person do you want to be? Ah, and you're torn again.
Too afraid to ask to be my friend, but also daunted by the dangers inherent in becoming my informant. Well, it's okay, because I just thought of a fun and easy way to get us out of this impasse. Let's do a coin toss. This is the regular coin I prepared for the contingency plan when I was borrowing a pen from the bar. Not the lucky one
Oh,
that
bald
does
ist
what I
Kirmes. Oh,
tell it
damn.
to.
Ich habe gar nicht gemerkt, dass es
If
schon
it's
so,
heads, we're
so
friends.
nah daran
But if
die
it's
Zeit
tails,
ist.
you're at my beck and call. May the Lord of Geo decide.
So, was it heads or tails?
What do you think? What does your heart tell you?
I understand now. You have my most sincere gratitude. No, that's a little too formal. What I'm trying to say is, here, your fishing rods, my friends.
Hey! Die erste Linie der Story ist jetzt durch. Oh mein Gott, hat er nicht ewig gedauert oder so. Ein Achievement habe ich bekommen. Und ich muss dann eben kurz das noch eintragen. Beim Achievement Tracker. Falls ich irgendwann mal wieder mich entscheide, mir Achievements, spezifische Achievements zu holen. Hier ist ein bisschen schwer es zu suchen, ob man das schon hat oder noch nicht. Aber naja, ich würde sagen, ich gehe kurz auf meinen zweiten Account. Okay. Oh. Missklick. So.
Again? This isn't good. If the this blinding sunlight is such a
Ja, Missklick. Upsi. So. Stimmt, ich bin ja nicht so viel drauf. Den Dailies mache ich da nochmal einen Pool. Was könnte ich hier fahren? Schnell nochmal schauen. Dailies. Auch wieder eine Summe hier. Auf den Account, glaube ich, letztens häufiger Dailies in der Summe hier gehabt.
take it easy.
Es kann sogar sein, dass ich auf den Account genau diese Daily auch gestern hatte. So, die da hinten. Praktisch um die Ecke. Ja, komm, ich hole das eben noch hier auf.
Take it easy.
Ah. So. Oh. Achievement. Nice, nice.
Easy money.
Ich wechsle mal wieder zu meiner Musik rüber.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different. Take it easy. Gotcha. Things are about to get done. Witness the power of Gua. Rain. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light. Feels as late.
So, schon fertig. So. Ich muss da. Und sie. Ja gut, ich habe hier nicht so viel erkundet.
Take it easy.
Oh, noch ein Achievement, ja. Heißt Achievement Day oder so. Oh.
Trove of potential clues. Take it easy.
Let's get down to business.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your. Here comes the catch. Go in.
I am speed. Oh, und die letzte ist der Laberquest. Ich könnte eventuell das Event schnell machen. Geht ja recht schnell und einfach. Dann gibt's noch mehr Puls.
Take it easy. Thank you for Ad Astra.
So, das wollte ich kurz noch machen. Das Event war... Wo ist das Event? Ah, hier. Gab es keinen besseren Bilder? Doch, die ist bestimmt besser. Ach man, diese Kanten immer.
Take it easy. Busted. So viel Dialog immer. Gib mir den Spiegel und ich hau rein. Oder Spiegel oder was immer das ist. Ja. Geht doch. Oh, das Ding ist ja auch noch da. Ich hab vergessen. Was hau ich rein? Ich hab auch nicht so viele Sachen. Die Sachen werde ich wahrscheinlich brauchen. Ich dich hier noch? Vielleicht noch ein paar. Ne, die brauchen wir für Teapot und so auch. Oh, perfekt. Reicht. Okay. Speedrun sein fürs Event.
Weil, ja, muss ja nicht unbedingt schnell sein, aber es geht halt an sich einfach schnell. Ah ja, das ist erstmal Tasche. Da und Switch. Okay. Ab davon. Dann ist der Wasserfall. Okay. Wasserfall ist
Raining
da.
again? Oh, this isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way.
Die Statue. Okay. Statue ist, glaube ich, eine andere Richtung. Was hier?
Only innocent
Da oben.
children and timid adults are scared of thunder. But you're not either of those, are you? Jetzt witzig, wenn man so die Perspektive vom Tier sieht und sich selbst dann sieht. Gerade eben sehe ich das nicht. Ja. Gerade eben konnte ich mich nicht sehen, aber ja. Generell, wenn es mal so kommt. Das muss doch hier hinten sein irgendwo. War das ein Wasser? Hier links das. Ja. Das ist zu nah. Ah, da, wahrscheinlich. Ah, drin. Ah, wow. Take it easy.
Ah, oben, okay. Ah, ich kann ihn nicht weiterziehen.
Take it easy. This blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather.
Ich frage mich bisher. Oh mein Gott, jetzt ist es auf Cooldown. Wenn ich bei der Perspektive drin bin, ob ich mich bewegen kann oder nicht. Okay, geht nicht. Wäre witzig gewesen. So, nächster. Okay. Der letzte für diese. Die vorne.
Take it easy.
Ich glaube, ich skippe das Lied mal. Auch wenn es fast zu Ende ist, aber. Nee. So. Oh, oh, das war knapp, das war knapp, ups. Nichts passiert, aber Skill. So, verstecken sich die Tierchen bei dem Schwertding. Ich erinnere mich doch genau, wie ich beim Main-Account die Quest hier vorne für das Ding gemacht habe. Das ist viel zu schwer gewesen. Ich hatte nicht so starke Charaktere zu dem Zeitpunkt auch. Also ja, war es eine gute Challenge. Ich glaube zumindest, es war an der Stelle. Und wenn nicht, dann war das irgendwie in der Umgebung. Aber die Dragon's Spine Area ist echt schön. Ich vermisse echt das Event. Hoffentlich vielleicht nächsten Winter wieder. Auch wenn ich es ein bisschen bezweifle. Aber ich würde es echt feiern, wenn die es wieder bringen würden. Ein Dragon's Spine Event.
Take it easy.
Wo sind die Banner eigentlich noch da? 5 Tage.
This blinding sunlight
Ich
is such a
vermute
pain.
mal, weil bis Reset in ungefähr einer Woche ist, dass vielleicht auch schon der neue Biss da ist. Auch wenn ich eigentlich den aktuellen habe bis 12. Das war ja hier unten. Okay, ganz oben. Scheint. Oh, schon. Gut, gut. Dann muss ich lang suchen. Den Ball? Ich glaube, da oben nicht. Oh, nicht hinfallen.
Moin.
Ja, welcome back, du bist wieder da?
Yep, ich bin wieder da. Und was ist so im Stream passiert, wenn ich nicht da war?
Also die Kaeya-Story, ich habe jetzt die nicht komplett durchgemacht, aber dieser eine Part, der hat sich so lang gestreckt, dass ich mir gedacht habe, okay, ich mache den noch zu Ende und dann gehe ich zum zweiten Account. Jetzt mache ich zweiter Account, hier Events und danach Puls.
Dann bin ich schon mal gespannt.
War das letzte oder war da noch einer? Das war das letzte, okay. So. Dann mache ich mal die paar wenigen Puls, die ich gerade habe. $699 Prime Gems. Ah, ich werde vielleicht von dem monatlichen noch was dazu bekommen. Ich habe die da kaum holen können. Aber naja, ich starte da mal. Übrigens, wegen Pity und so, die Wahrscheinlichkeit ist sehr gering, weil es ist nicht so lange her. Okay, Forster sollte jetzt bald kommen. 5-Star. Ja, hier, 21er, jetzt 22er mit dem Pull gerade eben. Also, ja, kann man die Hoffnung niedrig lassen. Und der Forster
aber nicht 0.
Ja. Okay, Rosaria. Rosaria kommt bei mir häufiger gefühlt, besonders wenn die noch nicht so viele Constellations hat. Beim Main-Account auch irgendwie, wenn sie auf dem Banner ist. Aber naja. Ich nehme an, ich werde das auch brauchen. So. Nichts. Der vermutlich letzte. Auch nichts. Jupp. Krasse Puls. Eine Rosaria. Naja. War zu erwarten. Nee, hier. Jetzt habe ich sie zu 2 hier. Fehlt mir Jenfe oder Farusan Jenfe? Okay, die habe ich beide hier. Gut. Ja. Was könnte man noch machen? Ah, Resin ausgeben. Die Weeklies weiß ich gerade nicht, ob ich die schon gemacht habe. Ich glaube noch nicht. Ich glaube noch nicht. Willst du mitmachen oder nicht?
Ich bin gerade noch am andere Sachen machen, deswegen.
Okay.
Ich habe noch ein großes Video zu schneiden, ne?
Stimmt. Das Discord singt's.
Ja. Der Rohschnitt ist fertig, also von meinem Teil. Wie es beim anderen, beim Teil A aussieht, weiß ich nicht, aber jetzt kommt der lustige Teil, die ganzen Memes einzubauen.
Hehe.
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. When teamwork is dreamwork. Let's.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Ups. Bisschen zu nah noch gewesen.
Today, you witness your reckoning!
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Nope.
Ring cutter.
Oh. Fertig für Sing Show.
Stand back. Fire hazard. That didn't count.
There is no atonement
Let's
for
light it up.
1,000-year pain!
Adventure time.
Das kann ich vergessen. Muss ich auf Rain Swords 4 nicht verlassen. Hoffentlich reicht die Zeit jetzt mit der Animation. Na? Reicht die Zeit fürs hier? Oh, perfekt. Bisschen hier.
Experience an eon of suffering!
Game's up. Fun's over. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Teamwork is dreamwork. Witness the power of good. The fuse is lit.
Oh mein Gott. Oh. Ouch.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Ring cutter. Let's light it up. Going in.
Ja, schon durch. Gut. Oh, ein Sword belegt und ein Dream Solvent. Nice, nice.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Witness the power of good one.
How unbecoming. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Gotcha. Don't worry, I got this. Teamwork is dreamwork.
No use hiding back there.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Here comes the catch. Time for a light show.
Ach Gott, ey.
Quietly now.
Ah, noch getroffen sogar.
Let me weave you a. I'm going in.
Ja. Ein Energy oder so.
Game's up. Fun's over. Fire hazard.
Ah ne, Moment, ich mache gar nicht so einen Rauch-Account. Ich mache... Dwarden, stimmt, Dwarden war's.
Off we go.
Oh mein Gott, ich habe die Skill genutzt. Verdammt. Muscle Memory, ah.
Gotcha. Rain cutter. Time for a light show.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! No! Oh wait, das funktioniert noch? Oh, okay, okay. Fluchttime, Fluchttime.
Rain outlines your face. Quietly now. Everybody stand back. Here comes the catch. Busted.
Damn, wieder ein Dream Silent. Das Spiel end heute. Ah, ja, genau. So, ich hoffe mal... Ne, ich kann keine craften. Schade, schade. Das brauche ich nicht. Ich glaube das nicht. Naja, ich näher mich ganz langsam und schleichend, mein Show auf 80 zu bringen. Also jetzt, wenn ich Gokumi bekommen würde, ich würde ein bisschen Probleme machen mit diesen Hydro-Dingern. Hydro-Abteilen, die man braucht zum Leveln. Oh ja, köstliches Resin ausgeben noch.
My family makes ornate umbrellas that block neither rain. to act. No, my sword! Let me read your verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Ah, lass mich wechseln.
Gotcha. Teamwork is dreamwork. Feels as late. Witness the power of Gugwa. Everybody stand back. Busted. Fire hazard.
Das sind auch hier vielleicht. So. Wobei, vielleicht soll ich mal schauen, was für Talentbooks ich hier fahren könnte. Wobei, nee, das Event bringt ja nichts, wenn ich nicht Stressen dafür habe. Ja, dann geht's zurück. Geht zurück.
No, my sword! Let me read you a verse. Quietly now. Things are about to get... I'm going in! Time for a lecture! Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. No. Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Everybody stand back. Take it easy. Let me read you a verse. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted. I'm going in. Let's light it up. Fire hazard. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. No, my sword! Rain cutter! Rain outlines your fate. Everybody stand back! Time for a light show! Ah! Time to act. Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Here comes the catch. Busted. Teamwork is dreamwork. Feels as late. That didn't count. Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. I'm going in. Fire hazard.
Gut. Oh Gott.
outlines your fate. Let's light it up!
Oh, damn, das ist eigentlich gut.
Body and mind. Know my sword. Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Here comes the catch. Busted. Everybody stand back.
Was ist das Vieh?
Things are about to get tight. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Know my soul. Teamwork is dreamwork. Feel this way. It didn't count.
Ja, kann ich hier mehr bekommen. Schade. Naja. Da, Defense.
Everybody stand back. Here comes the catch.
Oh mein Gott. Das geht hier gerade auch.
Know my fire.
Reihenfolge komplett durcheinander.
Game's up. So, let me weave you a verse. Time to rain outlines your.
So, das Artefakte-Ding für heute. Natürlich Müll.
Let's find shelter quick.
Ja, damit würde ich mich aber auch verabschieden. Und dann, ja. Ich würde sagen, wir schauen mal, wen wir gewinnen könnten. Ich weiß, dass Gray und Snakes gerade eben online sind. Die spielen nämlich zusammen Pokémon. Deswegen Frey. Wir würde mal sagen, weil wir das letzte Mal Grey geratet hatten, soweit ich mich erinnere. Oder halt von den beiden.
Grey war das letzte Mal.
Grey war das letzte Mal? Okay,
Ja.
dann diesmal Snakes. Moment, ich bin in einer anderen Ansicht bei meinem PC. Ja, da. So, so. Crisp Grey, ja. Nee, warte, Snakes wollte ich. Nee, ja. Da. Genau. Also, dann danke fürs Vorbeischauen bei mir. Und ja, wir sehen uns dann mal wahrscheinlich Freitag bei meinem nächsten Stream, bei dem ich mein neues Model endlich mal zeige. Ihr könnt schon keine Sneak Peek sehen bei meinem Twitter. Und sonst könnt ihr auch gerne mal bei den anderen Social Media Sachen vorbeischauen. So. Da habe ich es einmal reingeschickt. Und ja. Dann würde ich mal sagen, bye bye.
Ich hab den doch schon bekämpft, also. Achso.
Oh, hi Nika!